hear him say ready.
So what? Maybe we'll let one go. We'll let that go. And we'll get this next one.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. We'll get the next one.
Ready to go.
Are you fucking retarded?
Wasn't that oh, I thought you meant the first. Next one.
One after this one.
Oh, one after.
Alright, ready?
Next one.
So which one was that? Last one. Go.
What?
I don't
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'll just say really quick.
What's up guys, Dave here, welcome to another video. Today I thought I'd just go back to basics and talk a little bit about my training and how it's going, and check on some footage from the Armoury, which was last Saturday's training, and just talk through how I'm feeling, especially with the lead up to States, the West Australian state titles at the end of May, which is about 5 or 6 weeks away at this point. So as probably the title of the video says, I've been doing a lot of table time. This session that you're watching right now is my 7th training session in 2 weeks. So it was a pretty intense period of an awful lot of table time. And there was only a couple that were kind of on the lighter side of training. Most of them being fairly heavy. I'm finding that I'm conditioned enough at this point to push up to 3 table time sessions in a week, as long as they're not all killer insane sessions where I'm getting pulled through all the time. So I think my conditioning has really come a long way. Last year I was really building up to the point of 2 table time sessions a week, and I think I've achieved that. Whether that is 100% the best way to train at this point, I don't know. It's just the way I like to train. I feel like I am improving quickly, and I also want to get all my bones and tendons conditioned early on and get comfortable pulling in different positions before it becomes a matter of really packing on a lot of strength. So let's see, say state titles are in about 4 to 5 weeks. What am I going to do in the lead up? Well, I'm going to slow down table time. I'm probably going to, if I can, do 2 or 3 more weeks of 2 table time sessions a week, and then I'll probably peter down to 1 table time session a week, and then rest for the 2 weeks leading up to States. So 2 weeks no table time lead up to States, and then 1 week, so the final week leading up to States, I'll do no work at all, except maybe some blood movements just to be on the table and to feel it. That's the plan. That's worked pretty well for me in the past at my last tournament. I've got a couple of kilos to lose. I like to walk in at the weight. I don't like to do any crazy cuts. So currently I'm about 82 kilos and I need to be 80 for States. So whether that means just losing another kilo and then just doing a tiny water cut just to get under, maybe that's the way to go. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty strong, and I am confident in my ability that the 2 weeks rest will bring back a lot of the holes that develop when I train so much table time. So for example, my pronation really suffers when I do, especially out of strap. It really suffers when I do a lot of table time. It just gets really exhausted and fatigued. And it might be alright for the first like 20 minutes, half an hour of a training session, but then it just plummets. Whereas when I take 2 weeks off, that part of my game just recovers so well, and I have access to so much more come comp day, because that really is one of my biggest weapons, and one of the things that I really want to have access to in a ready go. So in training I give that up a lot of the time. So it's nice to be able to reactivate that in a competition setting. This has also made me think that, you know, after states, depending on how well I do, whether it be worth changing up my training to either decrease the amount of table time or decrease the intensity, so that part of my hand and my game is not being gassed to the point of exhaustion all the time, which subsequently would mean that I'm actually able to practice my top roll more often in training without my pronation just being turned off all the time by my opponent's cup. Anyway, that'll probably depend on what happens at states. I have it depends on who actually shows up to states. I'm going to pull under 80s and under 95s, all going well, and I've got some pretty high goals that I'd like to achieve. Some people I've been chasing for a while, and I'd love to get some wins against them, and also just to measure my progress and how far I've developed. Anyway, that's all from me. All I got to say. Cheers guys for watching. Catch you in the next video. It's just like it would be the biggest fake nappy ever. You just know it's his personality. You're like, no, man!
Well, I reckon he knows actually.
No, it's the self-hatred.
That's what's stopping him from doing. By the point that he eventually does it, I think he'll move past that. I don't know, who knows? I was basically telling him there's no scenario that you can do that won't prevent you ball strength unless you take HCG as well.
Be clear.
Be clear, it's an article.
Straight to the back.
Stay there.
Oh, good job, Errol.
So far in the back. I think if I take this a bit, if I take this over there,
I'll be on the 70s isn't official yet. That's right. Yeah, drink this water's everywhere. It's a good approach today.
be very different pants. But it's edited into
You gotta climb home and just change it to like 6 o'clock. I was having one of the videos is a different person.
I was black.
Yeah. That's impressive. Oh, rude.
It's quite clearly like
I get no first. Come on,
Let's move on.
7, 9, 8, 10,
11, 23 reps.
oh!
I don't see where I was standing.